This is literally my craziest story time I've ever posted on here. It's going to be the craziest story I've ever posted in general on TikTok. So you might want to grab a drink and a snack and sit down for this one. I almost died. So I had this best friend, we're going to call her Kylie. You probably have seen her in some of my videos, but probably not anymore because I deleted every single one of her. Basically, I was dating this guy named Marcus. I have kept it off social media because I just don't want to put my relationship on social media. But I was dating him for about 3 months. He was literally so toxic, but the thing he just did recently just made me break up with him, like forever. Only my family knows about my boyfriend, and then my ex-best friend now. Kylie has her own boyfriend, and, you know, I was dating Marcus. Whenever Kylie would come over and I would be, like, going out with my boyfriend or something, I was like, can you help me find an outfit? And, like, I literally found this super cute dress. It was literally so cute. She's like, no, Marcus would not like that. I was like, what would he like then? And she says, what I'm wearing. I was like, can I wear it? She's like, no. It's been, like, my second, like, real relationship. Like, this is the first one that's kind of, like, lasted. And he was very aware that I wasn't ready to do anything, like, intimate until, like, I was ready. And he low-key was being so impatient. He would be constantly be begging me, and I'd be like, no, we're not doing anything. I'll let you know when I'm ready, Marcus. He just wasn't patient with me, and he was constantly, like, begging me and stuff, and I just, like, was over it. I got to LA around, like, 12 in the afternoon, and so I got her notification, like, around 3:30 when she got home from school, and it was her. I was like, okay, perfect, she got in the house good. So I'm in LA hanging with my family in the hotel room, and I get a freaking notification on the Ring doorbell at 10:30 at night. I look, and it is Marcus. Marcus is at my house. I text him like, hey, I'm not home. I told you I'm going to LA. He's like, oh, like, my bad. I was like, you're good. I told you that, though. He's like, okay, it's fine. I'll leave. So he pulls his car to the side of the street. I just saw him leave the driveway. I thought he left. So I see his car leave. I'm like, okay, like, it's fine. And I literally get another notification at 11:30 at night, and it is a guy in a hood. I cannot see his face. Like, his face is, like, covered, and it's also dark, so, like, the lights were on. So I could not see who this person was. I'm like, who the fuck is at my front door at 11:30 at night? And I text Kylie, I'm a girl, like, there's someone at the door, just don't open it. If they try to do anything, call the police. I was praying he couldn't get in because we have, like, a keypad lock on our front door, so if you have a code, you can get in. 5 seconds later, I could not believe my fucking eyes, and I see this guy putting in my front door code, and he got into the house. I start freaking out. I am blowing up Kylie's phone. I am texting her. I'm like, girl, there's someone in my fucking house. Get out. Grab the cat, grab the dogs, go. Go to my next door neighbor. She's not answering my phone, and I am thinking something terrible happened to her, and I'm like, oh my gosh, oh my gosh, oh my gosh, Mom, we need to get home, like, right now. She's like, girl, it's fine. We'll call the police. They'll go over there and check it out. I get a phone call from Marcus, and I'm like, hello? He did not answer. I get this phone call, and it's Marcus. I'm like, hello? Like, can you please go check on Kylie? There is someone in my house. Like, please tell me she left. No answer. I then hear, like, a really, like, heavy breathing. I'm like, oh my gosh, like, please don't be hurt. Please don't be hurt. I was freaking the fuck out. Like, I was so scared. I was shaking. My parents were trying to calm me down. I was basically hyperventilating. Like, it was bad. I hear a faint voice, like, in a female voice, and it says, screw her, you have me. I'm like, what the fuck? It's Kylie. Kylie and Marcus are in my house. I call one of my neighbor friends that live around me. I'm like, girl, can you please go in my house and video this? I need to know what the fuck is going on. Marcus and Kylie are in my house. Kylie has a boyfriend. Marcus is my boyfriend. He's like, yes, of course. So she literally runs down here, puts me on FaceTime, and I'm literally watching on FaceTime. She walks into the house, and Kylie and Marcus are on top of each other on the couch. The couch in my house. They are so busy doing whatever they were doing. They could not hear her come inside. She's literally standing there showing me on FaceTime what they are doing. And I am like this, in disbelief. First instinct is to say, what the fuck, really loudly. And I did. And Kylie heard me. They jump up and scream, what are you doing here? I'm on FaceTime telling Kylie and Marcus to get the fuck out of my house. You have no right to be in my house, especially hooking up. Hello? Marcus, you are my boyfriend. Kylie, you have a fucking boyfriend, and you're supposed to be my best friend. What the fuck are you doing in my house hooking up with my boyfriend on the couch? Just because I want to hook up with you, you're gonna hook up with my best friend. Okay. Have fun getting AIDS from her. She's a literal whore. I'm in disbelief. I'm like, what the fuck? That is literally my boyfriend, Kylie. You are absolutely insane. You are psycho. And I literally have her put her phone on, like, against the TV stand so I can see exactly what happens. And what she does is she literally goes up to Kylie, grabs her hair, and drags her to the floor. This bitch is full on naked, okay? She stomps on her. Baddie style. My mom and dad are literally outside of the room on the phone with the police trying to get their asses out of my house. After Kylie is on the floor, she literally goes up to Marcus and kicks him in the literal balls. He falls to the ground, and she's like, now you can't even use it for anybody anymore. The phone goes black. I'm like, what the frick happened? Like, her phone must have fallen. And I remember I have a camera in my family room. So I literally go on the camera app, and I literally see this whole entire thing from high. I am seeing this full-on baddies brawl style fight in my family room with my neighbor bestie and my best friend at the time and my boyfriend at the time. Marcus and Kylie are literally wailing on the floor, crying, of course, because she just beat the fuck up out of them. I know Kylie's phone password, so she literally grabs Kylie's phone and gets the fuck out of there. Literally 15 minutes later, the police show up. Of course, they're crying on the floor, and the police show up 5 minutes later, and my bestie opens up the door. She's like, they're over there. And they're like, okay, thank you. They literally come in. They put them in handcuffs. The police literally put them in handcuffs, and they walk out my house. Marley literally grabs Kylie's phone and bolts out the house. Dogs are hiding in the office because they're scared of what's happening. My cat is upstairs from the banister watching this. I can see him in the camera. Marley looks at her text messages, and they literally see the text message between Marcus and Kylie, like, hey, I'm home now at her house. Come inside. And I locked the front door as soon as I left, so she would have to unlock it and then lock it to open the door again. So I obviously get the ring notification that Marcus is there. Marley is holding her phone, FaceTiming me, while she's holding Kylie's phone like this, and she's sitting on my bed right here. And I literally see them exchanging photos. Not believing my eyes, like what I am seeing. And she scrolls up more, and they have been talking since December. I got together with him at the very end of October. My lip color was not eating, so I have to redo it. I literally just start crying. I hung up. I called the police station by my house. I'm like, are they still in there? And they're like, no, they got bailed out. Of course they got bailed out. 12 hours later, of course. Marley takes her phone, throws it on the concrete, takes my hammer that I have in my garage, and smashes the fuck out of it. This bitch ain't having her phone back. No, she didn't back up anything, and no, she didn't transfer anything over because we destroyed the SD card too. Fuck you, Kylie. Miss Girlie bought Tate McRae tickets in the pit, and so Marley logged into her Ticketmaster app, got the password, and now I have the Ticketmaster. I'm going to the concert, and I'm gonna get there way earlier so she can't steal my seat. That's what you get for your, literally, hello? Home wrecking me and my boyfriend's relationship? No! You're glad I wasn't there. 3 days later, I am just still kind of shooken up. I go home. I get a text from Marcus. He says, hey, I need to explain. I am so sorry. Like, can we please talk? I'm like, what? What do we need to talk about? He's like, just let me take you out to dinner. Fine. You're paying, though. Because you did not just cheat on me. Like, I'm literally, like, still shaken up about it. He takes me to this really nice restaurant, this sushi restaurant, and we're sitting down. And he's like, I'm really sorry. I just was really in heat. And Kylie was the closest one he knew. So what I did is I took my drink and I threw it on his face, and then I punched him and I left the restaurant. I also took his car keys and crashed it. Oh, I did almost die. I was in the hospital for about a week. But yeah, thanks for listening to my story time. Don't cheat on me, okay? Just kidding, guys. That was a whole fake ass story. You probably knew it was a fake story, but thanks for staying. The ones that know that it's fake is going to be staying till the end of this video, okay? But yeah, love you so much. Bye.
If breaking up with your partner breaks your trust in other people, you never were actually in love with your partner. That is attachment.
My friends and I booked an Airbnb with hidden cameras, and I have been waiting to tell this story. It's probably gonna need to be 2 parts, but I promise it's worth it. So my friends and I book an Airbnb. We look at the reviews. It's in an area we're familiar with, where we all went to college, and it looks great. Checks out. Did our research. So I booked it through my account. It's the night before we're all supposed to leave, so I reach out to the host, which I now realize is a property management company, and say, hey, one of my friends who is a registered guest on the listing is going to be getting there before me. I need the check-in information to give to her so she can get into the house. And they're like, oh, well, we don't actually have that information. Like, you're going to have to call Beth, because she's like the property management person in person, and she's going to be able to help you. So right off the bat, I'm like, something's fishy. Like, this feels weird, but what do I know? So I text the woman the next morning, and she calls me right away, and I explain the situation, and she's all up in arms. That's not going to work. Our policy is it has to be the person that booked the listing that checks in. Like, it can't be her. And I'm like, I don't know what to tell you. Like, she has to be able to get in. So I go back and forth, and I finally convinced her, let me give her your phone number, and then she'll call you when she gets there and get the code, because the code could not be in writing. That was her number one thing. I can't share the code over text. Okay, whatever. Thought it was weird. She also tried to ask a bunch of personal questions, what are you guys in town for? Who's coming? That sort of thing. But I, at the time, not knowing now how the story ends, I think I would have maybe thought it was weirder. So I go back to work. I check my phone a couple hours later, and I have a missed call from her and a text being like, oh, you need to call me. Again, why? So I hop on the phone, and I'm like, hey, what's going on? And she's, again, all up in arms. Well, we've been waiting for months to get a thermostat installed, and the only appointment they have available is tomorrow at 8 a.m. And it's just really inconvenient that you guys are going to be in the house at that time. And I'm like, inconvenient for you? It's inconvenient for me. I was like, honestly, I'm spending $300 a night to stay here. I don't really want to have to deal with, random people coming in the house. And she was like, oh, well, we've just been waiting so long. And I was like, honestly, I'm not comfortable. I'm sorry, but I think you're going to need to reschedule that appointment. And she was like, fine. Oh, I guess that's fine. Super pissed off. So I text my friends at this point, and I'm like, we are probably going to die. Something feels weird. I literally even told my boss, if I go missing this weekend, this is what happened. I hate when people do this, but there's a lot more to this story. So I'm going to put a part 2 in a comment.
So I thought I would tell you my how I lost my virginity story. Obviously virginity is a social construct and it's super heteronormative, but it was a really big moment for me, so I'm gonna refer to it as that. So it was my 19th birthday party, and we were doing a bar crawl, and I invited a bunch of people. I'd shaved my legs up to the knee because I'm classy, and I invited this guy. I'd known him since I was 16, but we didn't go to the same school or anything, but we'd been kind of flirting, and I thought maybe we would kiss. So we had the night. It was really great, and then people started kind of drifting away as they do, and then he kissed me, and then he said, do you want to come back to mine? And I was like, holy shit, it's happening. So we actually went back to my aunt's place, and I got clothes and supplies and stuff because I had stuff on the next day, and then we Ubered to his place. He lived with his mum because we're both 19, lived with his mum, but he had a self-contained granny flat at the back, so we went in there, and I got undressed and put on one of his shirts. We were making out, and he was like, are you gonna take your earrings off? Because they had these really big heavy earrings, and I thought maybe it would be really sexy if I kept my big earrings on when we had sex. But when he was like, are you gonna take them off? I was like, oh yeah, I've had lots of sex, so yeah, of course. And then that's what you meant to do. Then yes, I saw you take them off. So we're making out, and then I had to tell him, I was like, I haven't shaved from the knee up, and he was like, oh, it's fine. I'm at drama school. I'm extremely used to women with body hair. But when I say I hadn't shaved, I hadn't trimmed, it was a full, it was a full bush moment there, but he was totally fine with it. It made me feel really comfortable, and it was actually amazing. It hurt a little bit, but it gets worked up to be such a big deal in high school for women, and all my friends would say how much it hurt, and it was such, I don't know, I really got in my head about it, but it was great. It was amazing. In saying that, he didn't finish and I didn't finish either, but it was still very fun. And then afterwards, I stayed overnight.
night, and then the next day we kind of parted ways. You might know that I did leave a really nice dress there that I'd worn to my birthday, which was unfortunate. But at uni, I wrote a short story about the whole experience, like losing my virginity and stuff, and it won an award. So good vibes all around.
The reason most couples argue is because you guys are both making your own assumptions about what the other person's thinking, their intentions. Oh, you probably did this because you didn't care about me. I'm gonna be honest, that's very unreasonable. Assuming that your partner has malicious motives to hurt your heart sounds like the perfect formula for you to continue your avoidant behavior. For you to choose to protect yourself, defend yourself, not be a part of this relationship.
Storytime jour où ma mère m'a vu et m'a cramé pour la première fois chez moi. Storytime abonné, je le répète, Storytime abonné parce que je sais que vous allez choquer dans les commentaires. Du coup, j'étais en seconde et il faut savoir que du coup, quand je suis rentrée au lycée, j'ai vu un gars, il était trop beau. Et en fait, ce gars, j'avais des vues. Mes vues sur lui, elles ont duré pendant un mois et j'ai jamais osé, en fait, aller lui parler. Mais en fait, on avait un ami en commun et il faut savoir que cet ami-là en commun, on y rigolait la dernière fois et je lui dis, et c'est que pendant un mois, genre, ton pote là, c'était mon combat. Mon pote, je commence à rigoler et tout et à être un peu choquée, genre en mode, il se passe un truc et tout. Et moi, j'étais en mode, il y a quoi, genre, pourquoi t'es choquée, bizarre et tout, enfin. Et en gros, il me répond que son ami, il avait grave des vues sur moi et qu'il voulait essayer de nous mettre en couple là, genre, bientôt. Évidemment, là, je suis trop contente parce qu'en fait, c'était des vues que j'avais, mais enfin, c'est pas que je les avais plus, vous voyez. En fait, je les avais encore, mais vu qu'il m'avait jamais cala, en fait, je les avais un peu perdues parce que j'avais la flemme d'attendre et que j'étais gênée. Du coup, le soir même, il m'envoie le Insta du gars en question qu'on va appeler... Bref, on va l'appeler Adam. Et du coup, Adam, moi, je lui envoie des messages tous les soirs. Et voilà, en fait, je vois qu'on s'entend grave bien. En plus, il est trop beau et tout. Genre, il est tout ce que j'aime. Et du coup, on parle pendant une semaine. On se va au lycée et tout. Enfin, on décide de pas être gênés parce que c'est ça qui va encore moins accélérer le couple, quoi. Du coup, une semaine après, on décide d'officialiser notre couple parce que ça se passe grave bien. Il m'a répondu que lui, il l'avait jamais fait. Et du coup, moi aussi, je l'avais jamais fait. Du coup, il faut savoir que moi, j'avais qu'un jour, ma mère, elle était pas chez moi. Et ça, c'était 2 mois plus tard. Donc, on avait pas mal avancé dans notre couple. Là, c'était pas directement. Je lui propose du coup de venir chez moi. Et je lui en parle de la proposition et tout. Si il veut quoi. Bref, et du coup, en fait, il accepte. Genre, même, il saute au plafond carré. Du coup, il accepte et il vient chez moi. Il n'y avait pas ma mère et tout, donc c'était sûr. Et pour être sûr qu'il n'y ait pas ma mère, genre, on décide de regarder un film avant de faire nos bails en fait. Parce que vous connaissez les petites Netflix, les orientines. Voilà. Du coup, on décide de regarder un petit film et tout. Et pendant le film, genre, il m'embrasse. Bien sûr, c'était déjà embrassant. Du coup, il m'embrasse et tout. Et voilà, ça revient un peu... je sais pas comment dire, mais entre nous, voilà. Bref, du coup, on commence à plus trop regarder le film, vous avez compris quoi. Et on commence à le faire. Du coup, j'étais aux anges et tout parce que vraiment, c'est passé comme dans un film. Genre, c'était parfait et tout. Bref. Du coup, voilà, pendant qu'on faisait nos bails, genre bien pendant, on n'avait pas terminé, vous voyez. En fait, on a cala, j'ai cala un peu plus tard qu'en fait, à cause du film. Mais on n'avait pas entendu ma mère rentrer. Bref, et du coup, là, forcément, ma mère, elle ouvre la porte. Du coup, là, elle nous voit. Et évidemment, genre, dès qu'elle nous voit, elle repart. Genre, elle repart de la porte et tout. Mais c'était trop gênant, quoi. Du coup, en fait, là, on était gênés et tout. Du coup, je commence à m'oublier. Donc, après, pendant tout le week-end, Axel, il m'avait pas parlé. Du coup, je comprenais pas trop. Enfin, j'avais compris que c'était à cause de ma mère. Mais vas-y, genre, on venait de faire notre première fois et tout. Genre, pourquoi tu me calas plus? Donc, du coup, voilà. Il y a quelques temps et tout qui passe. Et en fait, il m'envoie un message en me disant je suis désolée, mais c'est trop compliqué pour moi cette situation. Genre, j'ai été trop gênée pour ma première fois et tout. C'était censé être parfait. Et ta mère, elle est rentrée. Et du coup, en gros, si vous avez compris, c'est un message où il me quitte. Bref, du coup, voilà. Là, ça fait grave longtemps que j'ai envie de le reconquérir. Et du coup, les gens mettaient des messages pour l'aider en fait à reconquérir son gars. C'est une Storytime abonnée. J'espère que ça vous a plu. Moi, ça m'a choqué. Ça m'a choqué parce que le gars, genre, il l'a supprimé en fait. Et ça m'a choqué parce que sa mère, elle est rentrée. Après, vous avez compris. Dites-moi ce que vous en pensez dans les commentaires. D'ailleurs, je suis en train d'hésiter pour faire une Storytime d'horreur là bientôt. Ouais, les filles, je fais des
Bisous.
Someone literally just took a picture of me while I'm running, okay? So I'm on my run, and everybody knows, like, if you're working out, you don't want fucking people taking pictures of you, because that's when you look like you're worse and you're sweating and blah, blah, blah. I let it slide for the first 2 people that took pictures of me. I let it slide. I was like, okay, like, I'm not gonna say anything. 3 more people start taking videos of me, right? And I'm like, do I have fucking something on my face? So I'm looking in the camera. Nothing's on me. I look completely normal. I'm like, why are they taking fucking videos of me? And then I hear 2 people whispering in the corner after they took a video of me. They said, is that really her? Is that really her? So I'm like, who are they talking about? So I go over to them and I'm like, hey, why are you taking videos of me? Like, can you please just go delete that? Like, I feel sort of uncomfortable with people doing that. And they were like, well, we've never met a celebrity before. Like, we just think it's really cool that you're here, like, in our town. And I was like, what are you talking about? And they were like, we know you're well known for modeling your spicy rigatoni pasta. And I was like, wait, do you think that? And they look at me up and down. They go, you're Bella Hadid. And I was like, guys, that's so, like, nice of you, but I'm literally not her. Like, you got the wrong girl. And then they start profusely apologizing. They were like, we're so sorry. You're so slim and so skinny and petite. Like, we could barely even see you. That's why we thought you were Bella Hadid. And they continued to say, yeah, like, when you ran past us, it just looked like a bullet from Mario Kart, because 1, you were going so fast because you're so small, so it was easy for you. And because we could barely even see you. And I was like, guys, like, I get that I'm, like, really petite and skinny and small, and, like, I was born super dainty, but I'm not Bella Hadid, and, like, I'm a person too, and I prefer you don't take pictures of me while I'm working out, you know? And then they warned me to be careful, because if I continue to work out and burn fat, I'm gonna become invisible. I don't know. At the end of the day, it's like, guys, just please don't take pictures of me. If you see me in public, like, please just, like, leave me alone. I get that I'm really skinny, but it's just none of your business.
Let's talk about big creators stealing small creators' content, i.e. what just happened to me. So about a month and a half ago, I made this video about the 2 things I always do when I wear a hat. I used to not like wearing hats because I didn't think I looked cute until I started doing these 2 things. And I was wearing a hat that day. I felt inspired to share it with my audience. I hadn't seen a video like that, so that's what I did. And the video did pretty well. And a couple days ago, some sweet angel of a TikTok user commented and tagged me in this creator's video. This creator made this video a couple days ago. Never seen her before, but she has almost 200,000 followers. And to say that our videos are similar is a bit of an understatement. She essentially just copied my entire video, from, like, the opening line to the wording, verbiage, phrasing, the 2 tips I used. The 2 tips I used are nothing groundbreaking. They aren't. And I'm not trying to, like, gatekeep making videos on this subject, but this was straight up just copying my video, and there's a couple things that bother me about this situation. The first thing is she did not tag me. I think she did that very intentionally because she just copied my video, and I've had some people stitch my video and tag me in their videos when they're trying these things out, and I love that. Like, I love when people see one of my videos and are inspired enough to try doing whatever I did themselves. Like, I think that's the point of TikTok. I think that's so cool and one of my favorite parts about making content. But this was not being inspired by content. The other thing that bugs me is she didn't really add anything to the video. She just straight up copied everything that I said. And after watching the video and kind of realizing what happened, it really just gave me such, like, an icky feeling. Like, it just felt like she was trying to secretively do this, thinking I would never see her video, which I probably wouldn't have ever seen her video if it wasn't for that random person tagging me in her comments. It just felt like she was trying to take advantage of a small creator. It just felt very calculated and slimy, to the point where I wouldn't be surprised if she's done this in the past or does this regularly. And the main thing that bugs me about this situation, whether you've been creating content for 2 days or 2 months or 2 years or however long you've been creating content, we all started in the same position. We all started with 0 followers, not really knowing what we're doing. And the fact that this person, who has probably been on TikTok a lot longer than I have, is doing that to a small creator just really rubs me the wrong way. It's just slimy and mean. And it's like, I don't understand why somebody would do that. I've tried to message her on TikTok. I've tried to message her on Instagram. I've commented on her videos. I've seen people tagging her in my video and vice versa. I have not heard from her. I think that's also very intentional. I think she's trying to ignore me and sweep it under the rug. So it's okay to be inspired by videos you see on TikTok. It's naturally gonna happen always, but just give credit where credit is due, and maybe don't straight up copy a video word for word.